Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marty. I'm a graphic design student from Norway, and when I have free time I do cross stitch. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I appreciate the support. So, like I've done in other videos, I just want to start out by saying thank you for everyone who's watching, everyone who's subscribing, commenting, everything. So thank you to everyone who's supporting me. It means a lot. This last week has been crazy. I felt like I said the same thing in my third video or something, that the week was crazy. This week was also crazy. First, I've done schoolwork because my bachelor text is due soon, so I have to work on it to be able to deliver at the proper time. So I did that. The watch, or the band on my watch that I usually wear, it broke, so I miss my watch. I don't know if anyone cares, but it's, if you usually wear a watch, you can probably relate, because you can touch the thing to light it up to see the time, and throughout the day I keep doing this and realizing that I don't have my watch, so I'm not able to see the time, so that's pretty annoying. But luckily it got on the warranty, so I got a new band for free, but I still have to wait and the mail is slow, so that's pretty sad. The wheel, or one of my wheels on my car, it got a hole and was completely broken, so I had to buy a new one. And then I realized that all of the wheels or the winter tires on my cars, they were basically garbage. They were super old, so I had to buy new tires for my car because I don't want to slide off the road in the winter time, so I had to do that. And I've been following the election pretty closely because it's something going on in the world that is not related to viruses. I'm going to put a disclaimer right now that I'm going to talk a little bit about the pandemic, and I will put like a time here if you want to skip of when I'm done talking about it. Here in Norway we are getting into, like, at least in some parts of Norway, we're getting into another lockdown, so it's getting super strict again, and we have to for the first time wear a mask. If you didn't know, the government in Norway didn't recommend wearing masks before now, so that's why we haven't done it before now, but now we have to, and it feels safe, but it's so hard. I don't know how you guys do it, because it's so much harder to breathe. I worked at work last time I was there, and it was fine as long as you stood still, but when you started to move, the breathing just got crazy, so that's a new thing. But I'm really glad that they're doing what needs to be done and putting in rules for people to be safe, because I really want to celebrate Christmas with my family, so I'm just crossing my fingers that everything will... I'm not sure, but we're allowed to hope, so at least I'm doing my part, so yeah. I was actually at work when I found out the result of the election. I was watching, if you didn't know, the time zones are super different, so I was, for the first day of the election, I was up at night till like 1 in the morning. It's not super late, but it's late for me, and watching the Norwegian networking channel live streaming the thing, and it was so interesting, and I was following along, and it didn't happen, nothing happened for like the time I was awake watching, And then when I woke up the next morning, it was like everything had happened, and then there was basically 3 days without any news at all. And then when I was at work and couldn't watch the broadcasting thing, the new president got elected. So I found that super fun. But yeah, it was nice to, for at least a little moment, have something other to focus on that the whole world was super into, besides the other thing that we're not going to talk about anymore. I will also do some, now that I'm done with my daily ramble about life, I will get into some updates. In my last video I talked a lot about a lot of plans that I had. I got a lot of them done, so I'm really proud. I made my the floss cards that I talked about. I'm going to show this. As you can see, I made the card and I put them on a ring and put it on this way. I think this is the way that I think it's called a fancy floss are kept on these types of cards. So yeah, I'm doing this, and I also put the symbol on the chart on the side so I can just basically scroll to see which color I need. And yeah, it's worked out really nice for now. So, and it looks, I think it looks fancy. So yeah, I've done that since last time. I also put all of the cutouts from the stitching into my jar. As you can see here, I talked about this in my last video when I had bought it. So as you can see, here's a little sneak peek if you know my project of what I've been working on. Just, yeah, there's basically 2 things in there. There's not a lot. So yeah, I wanted to show. I felt like it looked like it was so much more when it was in my like stitching bowl, but in this jar it looks like practically nothing. So okay, now I flipped it. That was not my intention. So yeah, it looks so much more compressed or something in this than it did on the in the bowl that I showed earlier. So, but it looks nice. So it's standing on our like this table, our living room table. Maybe to my boyfriend's annoying. I don't know. He hadn't said anything about it, so hopefully it's fine. I enjoy looking at them. I'm sorry. I'll grab some water. Maybe that will help. Yeah, by the way, if you want to, just grab a drink or a snack or something and we can just continue to hang out. I also organized, my mind is all over the place today apparently. I'm actually supposed to be doing school, but I decided that no, I want to film, so I'm basically procrastinating at this very moment of doing my work and filming, so my brain's a little bit all over the place. So I'm sorry about that. Back to the updates. I did organize my stitching box like I said I wanted to do. So now it's super organized and fancy. So whenever I have time or 1 week that I don't really work on a lot of stuff, I will film that video and it will be out when I get the time to film it. So look out for that one. It will be soon, like a tour of my stitching basket or stitching box. I also did I talked about getting the stitching done at the edges of the fabric that I'm stitching on. So I actually did that, so I'll show that. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on today. I will show that when I get to like the whip part of this video. That was what I've like some short updates. I have some haul, just super duper quick. I got this one. It was the hole punch that I've talked about, that I used to punch the holes in the floss cards, like I showed. Like this. I used it to punch a hole in these cards. So yeah, that was nice. I also found out that I had like a corner punch. As you can see, the corners are rounded. Like, I didn't even remember that I had it before I found it, so I was looking for the tiny hole punch for this hole, and I found the corner punch, and I was like, yeah, why not? I'll just round the corners of my floss cards. So I also used that, but that one is not new because I already had it. So yeah. I also bought some DMC, like here. They're on my fancy new floss cards. Here are the DMC numbers. They don't have the symbol yet because I didn't get that far. So these are actually for a new project. I know, another new start, but Flosstube has made me want to start all the things. So it's for another new start that I will show later in the video. It's actually really exciting. So yeah, I bought some of these. And I also bought some more DMC. I will show the thing right now. If you remember, or if you've been here before, you know that I'm stitching like the shooting star pattern by Carolyn Manning. And I was originally stitching it with mostly DMC, but some of my own off-brand floss. But when I was stitching it, I realized that the off-brand floss was thicker than the DMC, and that really annoyed me, so I have to frog that part where I used that one color that was too thick, and I caved, and I got and bought all of the DMC. So now I have, this is all the DMC that I need for the Carolyn Manning shooting star design. So I will show that whip later, but I wanted to show the floss. So now it's stitched with all DMC. So I don't remember which colors were like, like are new or not. I just remember that this front one is new because I stitched with it. But other than that, I'm not sure what of these colors are new, but here they are. Now I have the whole thing. So that was really nice. Now I'm going to get into my whips. I have gotten work done on this one, if I can get it out of my bag. Here's another little shout out to this potato flower right here. This is the peppermint purple sal. It's a free sal, blackwork sal, and you can join the Facebook group and you will get the pattern for free every week. So here is where I'm at. I've done this square, and today it's actually I'm going to check the date really quick. It's the 10th, Tuesday, the 10th of November. So the next one that's going there will be released tomorrow. So yeah, here it is, and here is where I was last time. I'm sorry about the weird lighting in the picture. The lighting in my last video was super weird. I don't know what happened, but the daylight was weird, I think. So yeah, here's where I was last time, and I finished this square. So yeah, that was basically it on this project. I'm still loving the work on this one. I find it super nice, and it's just good that you have only this tiny square to finish, and then you're basically done with it for like a week. So I feel like I'm getting progress done, and it's so exciting to see everyone's work. So yeah, I'm really excited for next year, so I can't wait for her to release the chart, the color planning chart, so I can plan my colors for next year, because I think I'm going to do it a lot more colorful next time, the next year thing. Here's the back. It's super messy because I'm new to black work, and it's yeah. But that doesn't matter. With other than showing you, no one's going to see my back. So yeah. Put it back in the potato flower bag. The other thing I've done is I haven't actually worked on this one, like stitching wise. Like in the last video, I really said that I wanted. I said that I wanted to do it, but it just didn't come up. So it's this one, for anyone who's wondering. And here's where I'm at. I was at the exact same point last time, but I did the, if I can get it up to the camera, I did like the stitching on the side to keep it from fraying. It's not super neat, but the point was for it to not fray, so I'm satisfied with that. It's weird because it's actually kind of hard in the corners now. It was a lot softer before, but like this is a little bit hard. But if that's the price I have to pay for it not to fray, I will gladly pay that price. So yeah, it's a little bit of progress. Not since last time, but since like the start. I will move on. So yeah, I got the stitching done on the side on that one, so that was really exciting. I also, like I showed earlier, organized the floss for it. This is of course not all of the floss for the pattern, but since I'm a student, I'm buying a little bit of floss at a time. So I'm waiting until I need more colors. So yeah, that was that one. I also worked on, it was actually the main thing that I worked on since last time. It was this one that I also showed the floss for earlier. It's the Shooting Star collection. It's the Carnelian, I think it's pronounced, by Caroline Manning Designs. Where did I put it? I tried to organize beforehand, but that never really happens. So, or now it's messy, so I have to look around for all of my stuff. Here is where I was last time. I'm going to put it in the corner here. It's super blue, but hopefully you can see. Here it is. I finished all of the gridding, so that's pretty nice. I will move this now. As you can see, put it up close. Here's where I'm at. I finished this this diamond, and I moved on to this diamond. So, and been working like this. I actually have an idea. I don't know if I will end up doing that, but right now I kind of want to work like around the border. Like going across the top and down. Yeah, I'm not sure if I will end up doing that, because my original plan was to just work from the corner and my way down. So I'll see whatever I feel like in the moment, I guess. So yeah, I'm so excited about the progress on this one. I feel like it's a lot. I'm not sure if it is a lot or not, but yeah, I'm really excited. I basically almost exclusively worked on this one and organizing and like stitching the sides. As you can see, I did stitch the sides here. I feel like this is a lot neater because it's Ada, and I could put like a stitch through each of the small holes. That didn't really work on the other project that I didn't work on. So yeah, here it is. Looks, yeah, it looks nice. So here's the progress, and I will also show the back here. And as usual, I have a thread hanging that I didn't get to cut off. So yeah, like I've said earlier, I'm not super strict about my backs and keeping them super neat, but it's more of the convenience of having a clean back. It's yeah, if I were to continue stitching like over here with this thread could get stuck and it could knot up. So that's basically the only reason why I care about the back and snip off the threads. But yeah, I have not started a new thread yet, so that's why I haven't snipped it off. I was working at it at my parents' house, so I didn't have scissors, so I didn't snip off the end. So that was that. The next one is my new starch. Let me see, I will find the picture for you guys. Here it is. It is by a designer called Pattern Stitch Studio, and it's Watercolor Flowers Garden FU Heart. This was actually gifted to me by the owner of the store. She's a super duper nice lady. I've talked a little bit with her, so yeah, she's super nice, and she actually gifted this pattern to me. So I will link her store in the description, and I really encourage you to check her out. Like I said, she's a brilliant lady and she has a lot of cool designs. If this is not your jam, she has a lot of different designs, but yeah, the style is so cool and all of the colors are so beautiful. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. So, and all of her designs are beautiful. So I really recommend checking her out. So like I said, I will leave her link to her store in the description. So yeah, I did start this one, if I could just find it in my mess. Or I have a tiny start on this one. So as you can see here, I have, as usual, a thread. There, I did start it right there. So I didn't have time to do any more on it. So yeah, it is done on 18 count Ada. I didn't say, but the shooting star is also on 18 count Ada. I'm in like a brilliant state when it comes to 18 count. Here's the floss that I showed earlier. It's actually for this design. My plan was to buy like the colors that was the... I will try again. My plan was to buy the colors that were used most throughout the design, except for the wording right there. So, and work on that, but I haven't had any more time than to do this teeny tiny part. So I'll put it up close so you can see. Yeah, and I actually outlined the whole thing with... It took a little while, I'm not gonna lie, but I outlined the heart because I felt like that would make it easier for me than to see like the whole square and oh my god, I have to fill the whole square. No, you don't, you have to fill this heart shape. So yeah, I will also show the back. Like it's nothing special because it's just a few stitches. So I also did like the stitching on the side on this one. So yeah. She actually also have this exact same heart, but without the words. So if you don't like the words but you like the heart, you can find that also on her store. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Now that I've taken it out, I really actually want to work on it. So maybe I'll work on it after I'm done filming this video. That would be a lot of fun. I want to do this, by the way, extreme cross-country bicolor. I've never done that before, so I'm scared. And I don't have a pattern keeper, like you can see by my screen right there. I have an iPad, and pattern keeper doesn't work on iPads, so I basically just use files, like the basic Apple app, and I have my patterns downloaded there, and I mark it off. I have just one pattern that I use like the paper thing of, so yeah. But now I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. I'm scatterbrained. Yeah, so I love this design and I want to get more work on it. Hopefully after I'm done filming this video. It depends on whether I'm going to end up doing schoolwork or not. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll do both. Hopefully. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about ordering the rest of the floss that I need for this design online, because with the new, like, almost lockdown we're having, I'm not really comfortable going to the city, to the store, to buy expensive floss, because I've found online a place that will actually ship to Norway that is a lot cheaper than buying it from the store that I usually buy it. So yeah, I'm going to buy the rest of the floss for this project online whenever I get time. I haven't gotten that far yet, because I have these to work on, so I can get a pretty good start with just these. So that's why I went out and bought them, because I was so excited about the new pattern that I had to get a little bit done. But I hadn't got that much done because school came, and yeah, it took my time this last week, and all of the other stuff that I talked about earlier in the video with the election and working and sad virus times and my tires. So yeah, it's been a crazy week, so hopefully next week will be less crazy, so I can actually get more stitching done. Let me see. Oh, I felt like today was going by so quick with the video. I've already gotten through my whole thing, or my list, because if I don't make a list, my mind's just all over the place. Today my mind was all over the place anyways, but yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah, but I tried at least to make it a little bit scheduled or planned out. But yeah, if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I always just end up talking a lot, and if you know me in real life, you also know that I always talk a lot. So yeah, I'm just double checking that I actually got through everything. Yeah, I've actually gotten through everything. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, so I'm almost a little bit sad that I'm already done. But yeah, I need to get some schoolwork done, so it's maybe a good thing that I've gotten through this already. It's been half an hour, so it's not like I've been super quick, but it's good that I've gotten through it. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much if you got through this video. Sorry for my rambly scatterbrain mood today. It's just one of those days, I guess. You can all probably relate to those days. So thank you so much if you're still here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of the support, and hopefully you will stick around if you like this kind of talky time with me. So yeah, thank you so much, and like I already said, if you liked my completely Scatterbrained video today. Subscribe and comment if you have anything to say or if you want to ask me anything. That would be cool. I respond to every comment that I get. So yeah, that's everything. I'm sorry, I actually have one more point that I forgot to talk about. My plans till next time. My plans till next time is basically to just keep going, keep working, keep stitching, stitch on stuff. I want to stitch on this one, like I said 3 times I think. I want to stitch on the picture of my dog because I felt like that was, it went in the back of my drawer and I haven't really gotten it out, so I actually want to get some stitching done on that one. And of course work on my 2 other projects that I showed. So yeah, that's it. Now I'm done. Now I'm done, I promise. Thank you so much. I will be back in about a week. So yeah, thank you so much. Goodbye.